In this episode 41, I truly, and I do mean this, I truly want to talk to the person that is struggling with self esteem, struggling with being confident in who you are, the actions or the next steps you want to take in your life. You're just kind of hesitant and second guessing yourself. And maybe that second guessing is coming from other people and what other people around you are saying. I want to talk to that person specifically in this episode. Listen, this is your life. This is no one else's life but yours. No one else can tell you how to live your life. Growing up, I always have been a person to listen to what other people, have to say in terms of how I can improve, in terms of how, they will give me suggestions on how I should live my life, or maybe I'm going through a relationship or going through a job or going through even sports, and they'll give me suggestions saying, hey, I believe that you should do these things in your life. That is always awesome. But what I didn't realize was that for the majority of my life, I kept living believing that I must do the things that these people around me are telling me. Or if they're telling me I should be living my life this type of way, whether that be parents, whether that be elders, whether that be a person of authority, whatever, that I have to live life that way. There's no other way that I should live, because if I start to go off a different route, my own path, or maybe start sharing my own perspectives or doing my own things, whatever, wearing my clothes or listening to this music, whatever, then I am looked at as bad, or I feel guilty, or I feel like a bad person because I'm not doing what I was taught I should do. This really hurt me. And I don't know if you can tell by the sternness of my voice. This is your life, okay? No one else can tell you this is the only way you are supposed to live your life. And I want to make sure I get deeper here. I don't care if it comes to religion. I don't care if it comes to music. I don't care if it comes to the food, the clothes you eat. The clothes that you wear, the shows you watch, the video games you play, the words you say, because I believe that we are all living in this thing called life. And when we don't allow someone, especially when you're talking about the youth, okay, when you don't allow them to have an open mind into being and exploring who they want to be in this thing called life, as confusing as it is, it's only going to stunt or shorten, I believe, the amount of growth and inner confidence, and most importantly, self-esteem that the person really is needing to get through life a lot easier on their own, become more self-reliant, isn't going to happen. It gets shortened, it gets stunted, and it's harder for that person to be confident again in their own actions and their own thoughts and their own decisions, because they don't know whether to choose what the people around them are saying or what their inner voice is telling them to do. I always keep talking about this year. This year has been this year has been that, but it really has. When December 1st hit, and I may have said this in the previous episode, but when December 1st hit, my mind really did go into self-reflection mode. I started to think about this whole year. And, recently I've realized, man, I am happy about who I am. And that is okay. I am happy about the person I'm becoming. I'm happy about the experiences and the journey and the pain, the sweat, the tears, the challenges that I've been through that got me to realize and learn more about who I am as a person today. You get to decide who you want to be today based upon what you've learned from your own journey, your own experiences, because they are unique to only you. I can't tell you the amount of times that I will share something that happened to my life or my experience, and then someone else will say, I know exactly how you feel, or I've gone through the exact same thing. And I'm like, that's impossible. That literally is impossible, because I am my own unique human being. You are your own unique human being, and we both react and respond to experiences differently. What may be heavy to you in your life, what may be, really challenging and difficult for you to get through in your life, may not be difficult for me at all. But that does not mean that I shouldn't take what you're going through seriously or different or unique to specifically you. And that goes vice versa. I will never say I know exactly what you're going through. I've been through that specific exact experience before. If anything, I'll always say, man, I really relate on some level of what you're going through, and I really would like to hear more about what you're going through and seeing how I can help. Because I know you are going through this in your own unique way. So that means I should listen to your own unique needs. Needs. I do not want to ramble in this podcast. I want to make sure I just give this strong message of letting you know, please live your life. 2021 is around the corner, and I don't want anyone, especially DT Nation, anyone, honestly, that listens to this podcast, to go into 2021 holding themselves back from being the person they want to be. This year has done its best, I believe, to everyone to try to hold us back from being who we choose to be in this life. So don't allow that to happen in 2021. This is your time, and you get to choose how you want to live it. This is your life and no one else's. So you better live it up, being exactly who you want to be. I truly do hope you found this episode helpful. And if you did, don't forget to join the private DT Nation Facebook group. DT Nation, by the way, thank you. Especially everyone that's a part of that group, because I'm serious when I say this. I love y'all. I really do feel like I am allowed, and you give me space to just be myself. And I love seeing you all being yourselves and expressing yourself in that group. So thank you, thank you, thank you. So if you also want to join that group, just go to Facebook and type in DT Nation, and I'll make sure to add you right after this episode. And lastly, remember, this is your life and no one else's. You're the one that is steering your own ship. You're the captain of this boat. Wait, how corny I can get. You're the leader of the, I don't know. Okay, all right. As I always say, do you stay swagalicious and keep smiling. See you in the next episode.